Hi, you guys. So we are back and we are now in quarter four, which is crazy. So quarter three ended last Thursday, as you know. So this is our first virtual school day of quarter four. As of now, we still only have a couple more weeks and then we'll get to see each other on May 4th. So I hope that that stands true. Um, so for this week, we are going to continue our operation stuff. Last week we were working with decimals. This week we're going to be working with fractions. We're going to start with multiplying and then go into division. This might go into next week too. We'll have to see. So today we're going to be working with fractions and whole numbers, kind of get those basics back, and then we'll get into some mixed numbers and things like that towards the end of the week. All right, let's get started. So I just want to do a little quick review on simplifying and changing things to mixed numbers. So if I have 24/7 here, to simplify means to divide both terms by the same number. And if I'm looking at 24 and 7, those do not have a common factor because 7 is a prime number and it doesn't go into 24 doesn't go into it. So we can't simplify this, but what we can do is change this to a mixed number. What we have to think about is how many sevens fit into 24. And then if I'm counting 7 times 2 is 14, 7 times 3 is 21. So it's going to be 3 times because that's close to 24. And then how many left? So if I'm at 21 and I want to get to 24, that means that there is 3 left to make 24. So then we have 3 sevens left. Your denominator is still your denominator. All right, let's try 34/10. So first I'm going to check and see if I can simplify. And I can because both these numbers are even. And all even numbers can be divided by 2. 34 divided by 2 would be 17. 10 divided by 2 would be 5. So 34/10 is the same as 17/5. Now I can change this into a mixed number. I'm going to first ask myself how many 5s fit into 17, and that's 3. And that equals 15. So my whole is 3. And then plus 2 more would make equal 17. So we have 3 and 2/5. How many wholes fit in? How many left over? That's your questions. All right, last will be 13/5. 5 fits into 13 twice, and that makes 10. Add 3 more to get 13, so it'll be 2 and 3/5. Again, so that's just a little quick review. Let's get into some problems now. The class has 20 students. 3/4 of the class is wearing long sleeves. How many students are wearing long sleeves? So if you guys remember, this word of is underlined and now I'm boxing it in red for a reason. And that is because of equals to multiply every single time. We're taking a part of something. So whether it be percents or fractions, we know that that means to multiply. So we want 3/4 of 20, and we know that 20 is going to mean multiply. 3/4 times, and then remember we always put our fractions over whole numbers over 1. And now we multiply across the top and across the bottom. 3 times 20 times 20 would be 60. 4 times 1 would be 4. And then we need to simplify 60 over 4. Divide those both by 2. Would become 30 over 2, which is the same as 15. So it would be 15 are wearing long sleeves. Again, put your, so first step, whole number over 1. Over 1. Multiply top. Multiply bottoms. And then simplify. So we can do those 4 things, right? Only 4 steps, not too bad. Okay. Whoa, what just happened here? Okay. So let's move on to the next one using those 4 steps. Dozer eats 3/8 of a cup of food. Oh, I miss Dozer. He's at my parents' house and I haven't been able to see him. How many cups of food does he eat in a week? So we are repeating an action. We're repeating 3/8 7 times because 7 times is 1 week. So 3/8, and so we know it's multiplication because we're repeating the action of eating. 3/8 times 7, and remember all whole numbers go over 1. 3 times 7 is 21. 8 times 1 is 8. So we have 21/8. And now we need to simplify. And always with word problems, you want to write them as mixed numbers. Like saying 21/8 cups of food makes no sense. 8 and 21 do not have a common factor because it does not. 21 doesn't go into 2 or 4 like 8 does. So now we're going to change it to a mixed number. 8 times 2, so that's 2 wholes, is 16, and then 16 plus 5 more would be 21. So this is 2 and 5/8 cups. All right, let's keep going. There were 27 cookies. You ate 2/3 of them. How many did you eat? So we ate 2/3 of, I wish I could underline that a million times. That word is so important. 27. So that word of is always going to mean multiply. 2/3 times 27 over 1. All right, 2 times 27 would give us, I think, 54. Yeah, 54. 54 over 3. So now how many 3's fit into 54? 54 divided by 3 would be 18. So 54 over 3 is 18 cookies are left. All right. Give you guys a sec to take a look at that. And let's move on. Now. Okay. 20 students in the class, 1/4 of them went to ESL class with Mr. Shagru. How many students are left? Ooh, so this one's a little trickier. So 1/4 went to ESL class. And then how many are left? If 1/4 went, 3/4 are left. Because 1/4 went away, we still have 3/4. So, but it's not asking the fraction left, it's asking how many actual students. So we need 3/4 of 20. 3, and then again, of is going to be multiply. 3/4 times 20 over 1. 60 over 4 would be 15 students. Again, 1/4 left, so we need to figure out how many are still there. If 1/4 went away, 3/4 are still there. 3/4 of the 20 students is 15 students. All right, last but not least, 120 pieces of Halloween candy. A bandit came along and they stole 2/5 of the bucket. How many pieces are left? Again, we need to think about what we're being asked. 2/5 is stolen, which means 3/5 is left. So we actually want 3/5 of 120. 3 over 5 times 120 over 1. 3 times 120 is going to be 360 over 5. And now we're going to do that division. Remember that fraction bar means division. 5 goes into 36 6 times. 5 times 6 is 30. Oh, wait, no, we'll go in 7 times, sorry. 5 times 7 is 35, subtract, you get 1 left. Now bring down your 0. 5 goes into 10 twice, so this would be 72 pieces left. Oops, sorry about the box cutting that out. All right. So now that you guys have seen some models, you are going to go on to problematic. And please, 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 I want to point out that each problem says that you need to answer using race, and I even have a little skeleton for you. The answer is blank. This is because you multiply the numerators and get blank, you multiply the denominators and get blank. This makes a fraction of blank. And then you would also need to talk about how you simplified as well if you needed to. And I will see you on Zoom if you have any questions at 10:30. And I miss you guys so much, and I really, really hope to see you on May 4th. And I love you all, and stay safe, and just keep doing what you're doing. You're all doing amazing. All right, bye.